Good morning, friends. In the previous lecture, we studied about the Cartesian plane. We also studied about the coordinates. We studied about how to find out the coordinates of a given point in the Cartesian plane, and also we studied about how the abscissa and ordinates, that means the x coordinates and y coordinates of a point, were found. Now, coming to the next topic, in this lecture, friends, we are going to study about the topic of plotting a point. Plotting simply means identifying or detecting a point on the plane if the coordinates of the point are given. Plotting, that means identifying or simply showing, right? Showing or identifying. Identifying a point on the plane if the coordinates are given. Friends, mind well, what is given here? Coordinates. That means you will be given a point like x coordinate, comma, y coordinate. That is, or you can also write it as abscissa, comma, ordinate, right? Now, as you can see here, that I have already drawn a Cartesian plane here showing positive x, positive y, negative x and negative y, and the origin itself, that is 0, 0. Now, friends, here what will be the x coordinate of a point and the y coordinate of a point? So let me write it down again here, that x coordinate, right? The x coordinate it is the perpendicular distance of the point, of the point measured from the y-axis along the x-axis, right? So you can say that the x coordinate of a point is the perpendicular distance of the point measured from the y-axis along the x-axis, right? And similarly, I can also write it down for y coordinate. Friends, these definitions we have already discussed. I am just recalling it here. That is the perpendicular distance of the point measured from the x-axis along the y-axis, right? So this is the x coordinate and the y coordinate of a point, yes or no? Simply, in other words, the point or the number, that corresponds to the coordinate axis gives the required point in the plane. The point or the number that corresponds to the coordinate axis gives the required point in the plane. So this is the basic points. These are the basic points that you need to remember while you plot a point on the plane if the coordinates of the point are given. Right. Now, after doing this, let us simply take one example so that we can clearly understand the concept of this. Right. Now, taking an example that if I am given the coordinates of point as 3, 5, I am given the point as 3, 5 and I want to show it on the plane, then how can you do this? Let us see. Given point P 3, 5. Right. So for this given point 3, 5 here, see friends, you are not going to write down this all the things that I am writing now here, because this is just for the understanding purpose. It is not for the examination purpose, right? So here the given point has x coordinate equals to 3 and y coordinate equals to 5, right? Or you can also call this as abscissa equals to 3 and ordinate equals to 5. Now friends, as we know that these two are the x coordinate and y coordinate, so according to the definition, what is x coordinate? It is the perpendicular distance of a point measured along the y-axis, measured from the y-axis along the x-axis. So this will be the perpendicular distance. Therefore the perpendicular distance along the x-axis, perpendicular distance along the x-axis from y-axis is 3, right? Now friends, we also seen while finding out the coordinates that if x coordinate or y coordinate is negative, then it corresponds to the negative x-axis or negative y-axis, and if it is positive, then it corresponds to the positive x-axis or positive y-axis. So as we are given the x coordinate as 3, that simply means that this perpendicular distance is measured along the positive x-axis, right? Mind well that this will be measured along the which x-axis? The positive x-axis. Positive x-axis, right? So you need to remember that whenever the coordinate has a positive sign, then it will be along the positive x-axis, and whenever it has a negative sign, then it will be along the negative x-axis or negative y-axis. So here it will be positive x-axis, so it will be on the right side of the graph, and the perpendicular distance along the y-axis from the x-axis is 5. So again friends, as this is positive, so here the y-axis will also be the positive y-axis, positive y-axis, right? Now after locating these both, or after finding out that whether they are on positive x-axis or positive y-axis, we can simply come to know that the point here that is given is 3 units on the positive x-axis and is 5 units on the positive y-axis. So let us simply locate it. Let us simply locate the point, that where is it exactly. So here the point is exactly at 3 units on the positive x and 5 units on the positive y. So you need to go 3 units to the right and 5 units to the top, right? So let us go there. First of all, we shall find out 5 units to the top, and we will get a point here somewhere, and 3 units to the right. You can go anyways, friends. First of all, if you go 3 units to the right and 5 units to the top, then also it is good, right? So this is how you get the point here. The intersection of these two, that is a line that is drawn 3 units to the top and 5 units to the right, is the required point 3, 5. You can clearly see, friends, that now use the reverse process that we have done in the previous lecture, right? Using the reverse process that we have done in the previous lecture, we can come to know that if the point is 3, 5, then the perpendicular distance of the point from the positive x-axis measured along the y-axis is 5 units, and the perpendicular distance of the point measured along the positive y-axis from the x-axis is 3. Is it clear? So you can get the point 3, 5. Now again let us clarify one more thing, that here 3 and 5, the points or the x coordinate and the y coordinate of the point are both positive. So in the previous lecture we discussed that the first point in the previous lecture, that was if the x coordinate and y coordinate are both positive, then the point is of the form plus plus, right? Recall it in the form of vice versa. If the point is of the plus, if the point is of the form plus plus, then it will lie in the first quadrant. And as you can see here, friends, that P3, 5 that we have already found out here as x coordinate 3 and y coordinate 5 lies in the first quadrant, that is here as shown in the graph, right? So that is about the point 3, 5. Is it clear, friends? Similarly, I am having one more point. Now I am not going to write down these all things here. This is the easiest one, friends, from this chapter, the easiest topic, that is plotting a point on the graph, right, or on the plane. One more point I am having is 5, -4. Let us see how. Given point Q 5, -4, right? So here the x coordinate of the point is equals to 5 and y coordinate of the point is equals to -4. As the x coordinate is 5 and y coordinate is -4, so coming to the thing that we have studied, that if the x coordinate is positive, then it will refer to the positive x-axis. So here, therefore, the x coordinate is 5, which refers to the positive x-axis. Yes or no? Right, which refers to the positive x-axis. So this x coordinate 5, this will be the perpendicular distance of the point from the y-axis measured along the x-axis. So measuring along the x-axis, from the y-axis you will get the 5 here on the positive x-axis, and the y coordinate is -4, which refers to the negative y-axis, right? So as the y coordinate is negative, it refers to the negative y-axis. So negative y-axis is here and the bottom, right, pointing downwards. So now friends, from these two conclusions, we are having a point here lying in which quadrant? Positive x-axis and negative y-axis. Recall that which quadrant is formed by positive x-axis and negative y-axis? Yes, that is the fourth quadrant. So our point will lie here in the fourth quadrant. Let us see where will it lie. So x-axis is 5, sorry, x coordinate is 5. So let us simply draw a line pointing downwards, and our y coordinate is -4. So we shall draw a line parallel to the x-axis to the previously drawn line at 5, and this point we get is 5 comma -4 as our required point. Is it clear? Right, so this is our first point P3 comma 5, and this is our next point Q5 comma -4. So friends, directly from the graph or directly by looking at the point also, you can decide that in which quadrant will the point lie, right? You can directly judge it from the given point. Is it clear, friends? So that is about plotting a point on the plane if its coordinates are given here. Okay, now we will solve some examples here. I'm having some points and we shall plot them on the graph. Okay friends, so I'm erasing this all. Okay, so I will keep this graph as it is. I will not remove this whole graph so that it will not consume much time for me to draw another graph here. Yes, that's good. Now I'm having the example, I'm writing down the question here, that locate the points, locate the points 5 comma 0, 0 comma 5, 2 comma 5, 5 comma 2, -3 comma 5, -3 -5, 5 -3, and 6 comma 1 in the Cartesian plane. Right, we need to locate these all points in the Cartesian plane. How many points are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 points are there here. Let A 5 comma 0, B 0 comma 5, C 2 comma 5, D 5 comma 2, E -3 comma 5, F -3 -5, G 5 comma -3, and H 6 comma 1. Right, what did I do is I simply give all the points the names. Whenever you write down a point, friends, always make a habit of giving it a name, so that will be easier for you to locate each and every point in the graph or in the plane whenever it is necessary. Sometimes it may come with a tedious task that there are some 10 or 12 points on the graph you need to plot, right? And it might not be possible to write down the coordinates, so simply by locating by their letters, by their names, it will be easier for us to judge, or it will be easier for us to locate it. Okay, now for these 8 points here, we are having a graph and we need to plot them turn by turn. So first of all, for a 5 comma 0, right, a5 comma 0. Now look for the fifth point in the previous video lecture. Look for the fifth point, friends. So it is said that if a point is on the positive x-axis, then it will be of the form x comma 0, where x is the perpendicular distance of the point from the y-axis measured along the x-axis. So here, as you can see, that comparing that x comma 0 to 5 comma 0, we can say that this point here, it lies on the x axis. But which x axis? Positive x axis, friends, right? Because the coordinate is of the form x comma 0, so this lies on the x axis, and at which point? At x equals to 5. So on x positive x axis, at point 5, you will be having your first coordinate or first point, that is a 5 comma 0. Is it clear, friends? So that will be a 5 comma 0 on the positive x axis. Similarly, you can go for b, that is 0 comma 5. Now you are going to refer to the sixth point of the previous video lecture, that in the last thing that we have concluded, that the point, if the point lies on the positive y-axis, then it is of the form 0 comma y, where y is the perpendicular distance of the point from x-axis measured along the y-axis, right? So here again you can see that 0 comma 5 refers to 0 comma y, right? So in the sixth point we had the same thing. So this point, it lies on the y-axis, but which y-axis? Positive, because it is of the form 0 comma y, right? It refers to positive y-axis, where the value of y is equals to 5. So on the positive y-axis, at point 5, we shall locate our second point, that is b 0 comma 5, right? This is my second point, that is b 0 comma 5. Now for the rest of the 6 points, we shall go for the quadrants. That first of all we shall take the quadrants and then we shall easily put them, or first of all let us decide where this point will be and then judge in which quadrant will be. So C 2 comma 5. Here the x coordinate is x coordinate equals to 2 and y coordinate is equals to 5, right? So x coordinate 2, as we discussed, refers to the positive x-axis, and y coordinate 5 refers to the positive y-axis. So for x coordinate on positive x-axis we shall take 2, and for y coordinate on positive y-axis we shall take 5, right? So friends, I am drawing a line here that is on point number 2 on the positive x-axis, that gives me, or that reaches up to 5 on the positive y-axis, right? So combining this both, we shall get a point that is C 2, 5. Is it clear, friends? So this is how you can get the rest of the coordinates. So the third point here is 2, 5. Now for the fourth one, I'm having D 5, 2, right? The fourth one I'm having is D 5, 2. So now we shall do D 5, 2. Again, the x coordinate is 5, the y coordinate equals to 2. So what we are going to do here is, we simply have the x coordinate positive, so it refers to the positive x-axis. Y coordinate is also positive, so it also refers to the positive y-axis, right? So let me write it down here. That is A 5, 0. Now for the fourth point, I'm going to go up to 2 units on the upper side at point 5 and 5 units on the right side at point 2. So the combination here formed will be for the point 5, 2. So that is D 5, 2. Is it clear, friends? Right? So the first point was A 5, 0. The second point was B 0, 5. The third point is C 2, 5, and the fourth point is D 5, 2. Let us quickly do for the rest of the things. E, that is minus 3, 5. F minus 3, minus 5. G 3, minus 5. Sorry, 5, minus 3. And H 6, 1. So I shall write down the x coordinates for everyone. 3, sorry, minus 3. Here it is also minus 3. Here it is 5. And the x coordinate for the last one is 6. Similarly, I shall also write down the y coordinate for everyone. 5. The next y coordinate is minus 5. Next y coordinate is minus 3. And next the y coordinate is 1. Right? Now, once we have written this x coordinates and y coordinates, let us quickly plot them. So we have done till D. Now E. X coordinate is minus 3 and y coordinate is 5. So coming to the conclusion that the x coordinate here refers to the negative x-axis because it is minus, and the y coordinate refers to the positive y-axis because it is plus. So on the negative x-axis and positive y-axis, what is the point on negative x-axis? Minus 3. So on point minus 3, we shall go 5 units to the top, so that will give us this point, and we shall connect this to the point 5. That means 3 units towards the right side, right? So getting this point here, that is E minus 3, 5. Is it clear? Right? Now we shall get for the F, that is minus 3, minus 5. As both the coordinates are negative, both the coordinates refers to the negative x-axis and negative y-axis respectively. So we shall go for that part where we have both the axis as negative, right? So that will be here. referring to the point f minus 3 minus 5, right? So friends, here this will be minus 3 and minus 5. Then we are having 5 and minus 3, 5 and minus 3. So again this will be positive x-axis because it refers to the positive x coordinate, and this is negative y coordinate, so it refers to the negative y axis. So here positive x axis is 5 and negative y axis is minus 3. So let me draw a line here up to minus 3. So that will be somewhere here in this part. Right, so that is G, 5 comma minus 3. And lastly, x coordinate is 6 and y coordinate is 1. So friends, x coordinate is 6 refers to the positive x axis, y coordinate is 1 refers to the positive y axis. So I need to extend this line up to the point 6, and this is 1, so you will get a point somewhere here. Sorry, I need to erase this and write it on the other side, that is B, 0 comma 5, right? And I'm going to extend this one up to the point 6 on the positive x-axis at point 1, right? So that will be somewhere here, and that is H, 6 comma 1, right? So friends, we are having all 8 points plotted on the Cartesian plane. The first one is A, 5 comma 0, B, second one is B, 0 comma 5, right? The third one is C, 2 comma 5, the fourth one is D, 5 comma 2, the fifth one is E, 3 comma minus 3 comma 5, sixth one is F, minus 3 comma minus 5, seventh one is G, 5 comma minus 3, and lastly we are having H, 6 comma 1, the 8 point, right? So all the points are being plotted on the graph here, on the plane here, right? Now let us simply conclude what we studied in the previous video lecture, that if a point is lying on the positive x-axis, then it will be of the form x comma 0. So if the point is of the form x comma 0, that means 5 comma 0, it will lie on the positive x-axis. Friends, you can see here that a 5 comma 0 is on the positive x-axis. Then similarly for 0 comma 5, if a point is lying on the positive y-axis, then it will be of the form 0 comma y. So here this point B is of the form 0 comma 5, which lies on the positive y-axis at 5, right? If a point is lying in the first quadrant, then it will be of the form plus plus. You can see here that the point C, 2 comma 5 is of the form plus plus. Why plus plus? Because both the coordinates x coordinate and y coordinate of the point C2 comma 5 is positive, and hence it will lie in the first quadrant between positive x-axis and between positive y-axis, so that is C2 comma 5, right? So if we want to write down here the quadrants, then it will lie in the first quadrant. Similarly 5 comma 2, both the positive coordinates, so it will also lie in the first quadrant. Then here for E minus 3 comma 5, it is negative x-axis and positive y-axis, because x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive, so this point will lie in the second quadrant, right? -3 -5. Here x coordinate and y coordinate are both negative. That simply means that this both corresponds to the negative x-axis and negative y-axis. So the quadrant corresponding to this is the third quadrant. So f -3 -5 lies in the third quadrant. G 5 comma -3. Here x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. So the quadrant corresponding to positive x-axis and negative y-axis is the fourth quadrant. So it will lie in the fourth quadrant G5 comma -3, and the last one, that is H6 comma 1. Again you can see that x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is also positive, so it will lie in the first quadrant, and hence H6 comma -1 is in the first quadrant here. Is it clear, friends? So in this way you can plot the given points in the Cartesian plane, and then you can directly judge the quadrants of the given point. Is it clear? So that's it about this example. You can take a look, then we are going to move on to the next one. Okay, so let me erase this, and then we shall write down the next example. Friends, one more thing I would like to add here in this example itself, that see these dotted lines that I have drawn here, these are the connectors. CONNECTORS, right? These are the connectors. That means the line, the imaginary line that is being drawn to locate or to connect the point to the given or adjacent coordinate axis, right? Connector simply means the line or line segment drawn to connect the given point to the adjacent coordinate axis, right? So here we made the points to be shown using the help of connectors. Now let us try to make the points on the Cartesian plane without the help of the connectors. So first of all, we shall not do the connectors and then we shall find out the points. We shall simply plot them by taking the measurement, right? So I am having a question here, that plot the following ordered pairs. Plot the following ordered pairs x comma y of the numbers as points in the Cartesian plane, right? Plot the following ordered pairs of the numbers as points in the Cartesian plane. I am given a table here, that is x and y, that is made up of x and y, and it goes like -3 7, then it is 0 -3.5, then it is -1 -3, then it is 4 comma 4, and it is 2 comma minus. So this is the table given to us here, and we need to plot them as the ordered pairs of x comma y, right? So first of all, let me draw the graph here, and then we shall start with the conclusion. Okay, so that is the graph that I have drawn here, which is having a positive x-axis, positive y-axis, x dash negative x-axis, and y dash negative y-axis. So now we shall go for the solution here. From the given table, the ordered pairs formed are -3, 7. Let me write down the names also. Are A -3, 7, B 0, -3.5, then C -1, -3, D 4, 4, and E 2, -3, 2, -3, right? So this is how the ordered pairs are formed. Now we simply need to locate them on the graph or on the plane. Now we are not going to do here anything, friends. We simply are going to plot them on the Cartesian plane. So we are simply going to write down the x coordinate. So for the first point, what is the x coordinate? -3. What is the y coordinate? 7. So the x coordinate here -3 refers to the negative x-axis, and this 7 refers to the positive y-axis. So negative x-axis has -3 here and positive y-axis has 7 here. So somewhere looking for the point here, we get a point that is A -3, 7. See friends, I have not done the connectors. I have not drawn the connectors here. I simply took this -3 here to the point 7. So that gives me a point that is -3 and that is 7. Is it clear? So that point A -3, 7 here, -3, 7 lies in which quadrant? If we want to say, then it lies in the second quadrant. It lies in the second quadrant. Is it clear, friends? Right? So -3, 7 lies in the second quadrant. Okay, now we are having the second point which has x coordinate 0 and y coordinate -3.5. As the x coordinate is 0, it will be somewhere on the y-axis, because any point on the y-axis has its x coordinate 0. We already studied here, right? So this point is on the y-axis, but now this point here 0 comma minus 3.5 is of the form 0 comma minus y, and this minus y refers to the negative, which refers to the negative y-axis, right? It refers to the negative y-axis. So on the negative y-axis at 3.5, so that will be somewhere here between minus 3 and minus 4, which will give you the point that is b 0 comma minus 3.5. Is it clear, friends? Right? So that is on the negative y-axis. This 0 comma minus 3.5 lies on the negative y-axis. Similarly for c minus 1 minus 3, here the x coordinate is minus 1 and y coordinate is minus 3. So friends, both the coordinates will refer to the negative coordinate axis. Yes or no? That means negative x-axis and negative y-axis. So on the negative x-axis you will be having minus 1, and on the negative y-axis you will be having minus 3. So simply join these both, minus 1 on the negative x-axis and minus 3 on the negative y-axis will give you the point c minus 1 comma minus 3. Is this thing clear, friends? Right? So that will be c minus 1 comma minus 3. So which quadrant does this minus 1 comma minus 3 possess? You can clearly see which quadrant. Here it is, third quadrant. So this will be in the third quadrant. Minus 1 comma minus 3, both the coordinate axes are negative, so that will be in the third quadrant. 4 comma 4, x coordinate is positive, that is 4, and y coordinate is also positive, that is also 4. So for the coordinate axis, both the axes will be positive, which gives me d4 comma 4 lying in the first quadrant. Where does this lie? In the first quadrant, right? So d4 comma 4 lies in the first quadrant. Is it clear? And lastly we have e2 comma minus 3. So e2 comma minus 3 will be a point which is having x coordinate 2, which is positive, y coordinate minus 3, which is negative. So this refers to the point where x coordinate is positive, y coordinate is negative, which refers to the positive x-axis and negative y-axis. So that is somewhere here at 2 and minus 3. So the point here will be, sorry, let me erase this point here from and here it is 2 comma minus 3. So that is e 2 comma minus 3, right? As the point here has x coordinate positive and y coordinates negative, referring to positive x-axis and negative y-axis, so the point here, that is 2 minus 3 or 2 comma minus 3, will lie in the fourth quadrant. Is it clear? So the first point, that is minus 3 comma 7, lies in the second quadrant. Then b 0 comma minus 3.5 lies on the negative y-axis. c minus 1 comma minus 3 lies in the third quadrant. d 4 comma 4 lies in the first quadrant, and e 2 comma minus 3 lies in the fourth quadrant, and that is the graph of the given example. Okay, take a look over it, friends. Okay friends, now a small homework, a little homework for you, that is exercise 3.3 from the NCERT textbook, contains of two questions, question 1 and question 2, right? These both the questions are the examples that we have already done here in the previous one, the previous example and the example that we are already having on the board. These both are of the same type. So friends, I hope that you will do this, both the sums by yourself, practice it by yourself. So that will be your homework for the day. Is it clear? So whenever you do it, please make sure that you do it perfectly, or rather I would suggest you that take a graph paper and then try to plot the points on the graph paper, so it will be easier for you to judge whether the points that are drawn is perfectly matching or not. Thank you friends.